Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shelly and I am a captivated gem. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. You know that I always look forward to seeing you and my comments. So thank you so very much for returning. We're getting back to our ColorPop today. And let's see, we are doing the ColorPop Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon for Love and Justice palette. Isn't it? It's just so cute. Of course, it's one of those with no mirror, but it's got a little Sailor Moon tribe on there. And here's the colors that we are working with. This was, I think, last spring when I got this, last spring of 24. So anyway, yeah, I have her, so let's play. How is everybody? This is kind of a overcast day. It rained a little bit earlier. It was so funny. The people that cut our grass, they had come and they work fast. I mean, they really work fast. Not like we have a huge, front and back yard to mow, but this guy is on his riding mower and he's just zipping around and he just does all the things. And his crew, he's got the guys that do weed eating while he's mowing, and I'm impressed. They've got it right down to a science. So kudos to them, man. Gotta give credit where credit is due. I'm missing something. Hold on one moment. Okay. Sorry about that. There's always something that's going to stop you before you can get really started. So, something else. I wanted to show you real quick. I will try to make this brief. I got a box in the mail yesterday, and it was addressed to Joe. And I said, "Are you expecting something?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. Open it up." I was like, "I can't open your stuff." He was like, "Just open it." I was like, "Okay." So I got to show you what he did. He ordered me my favorite fragrance pretty much in the whole world, and it's Candy by Prada. Now, he goes on Fragrance Net, and because we're not bougie, okay, by any means. Yeah, Prada, you think bougie, but no, he gets discounts and everything from buying from Fragrance Net, and we take advantage of sales and stuff. But it's the thing. I just said, I told him, I said, "Oh man, I'm running low on my fragrance." And it's been quite a while. I wear that nearly every day, but I was bummed because I was running really low. I mean, just a little bit, just maybe a couple of more days. I don't even know it. And I mentioned that I wanted to try. There was another. I don't know that it's a subscription box, but it's where you can get the little trial sizes of different kinds of fragrances and stuff, and you get them you get them real cheap. You have to pay for shipping, and you have to pay so much. I don't even remember the name of the thing, but I didn't really want to keep using it because I learned about it, found out, and everything, and that was all I really needed to know. So, but you are able to pick from a list of things that you can get, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, they do have some full sizes of random fragrances on there too, and it's for men and women. Anyway, you get little things like this, but you get little things like that, and sometimes you get these little guys, but I don't know. I think it was like $15 a month or something like that. This is who's this from? Fragrance made in France, Eau de Parfum. exceptional because you are. Tailor-made for women. Oh, and you got a $20 off coupon. And this one, I've got another fragrance by this brand, and it's really nice. It's exclusive to fragrance.com. So, anyway, I had mentioned that I wanted to try the Paradox. He got me a travel size because I knew that I did not want the whole thing. I knew that I liked it, but I had only gotten that little bit. So I'm like, I need something a little more to be able to decide if that's something that I like. But I didn't want to just get married to it. You know, I'm pretty much already married to this one. And so, yeah, it's a little spray atomizer. Oh, it is so nice. It's like, if you've ever smelled candy from Prada, this is like candy, but this should be candy noir. It's not an everyday fragrance. It's a date fragrance. You know, you'd wear it on date night, and you want to spray it kind of away from you, because if you spray it too close, it's got a lot of power to it. So you got to be real gentle with that one. Wasn't that the most thoughtful thing ever? I swear, you know, that man is very good to me. I am very, very, very lucky. I'm a very blessed woman. He's done a lot for me. And sorry, I don't know where that came from. So I wanted to show you guys that. I wanted to share that with you. What do you think? Have you all tried any of these scents? Have you tried that Ajmal Song of an Ode? Have you tried the candy or any of the product fragrances? Do you go through FragranceNet to buy your fragrances? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know. And also today I am wearing the Il Maquillage fragrance that I showed you guys. So I've got that on, and I did not put bronzer or anything on. I've got my concealer that I put on. I don't put foundation around my eyes. I leave those bare, and then I put the concealer, you know, like here. I do the little whole thing here, down my nose, and on my chin some. But I didn't do any bronzer, and I used a translucent powder. After I put, let's see, which one of these did I used a lighter shade. This is a cool shade of that Magic Eraser or Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Yeah, I sponge a little bit of that on just real light, and then kind of, I usually use a dry little bitty blender and try to tap that in. Nothing's going to erase the fine lines around my eyes. I mean, I'm not a young woman in my 30s, you know, mid-50s. They're going to, I just call them laugh lines, and I tell people I've just laughed and smiled a lot in my life. So they're squinchy, and that's why. And like I said, I used a translucent setting powder, if you will. I didn't use a loose powder. I used a compact, and this is one that I gotten yet again from that clearance stuff at Kroger, but it doesn't add any color. And then I used the pink, the Huda. I used that and set under here, just, you know, so because it brightens your skin, and so I put that under there. So and my blush, I used a little bit right after I put my foundation on, before I put any powder or anything. I used the ColorPop, the liquid blush, and then I went over it really light with the Forever Yours. Yeah. And then I dusted over that with just a touch of this Claim It from ColorPop. And it's more like a little, it just gave, what the blush, those blushes did was make me look a little bit sunburnt. This just kind of made it look like the sunburn has turned into a little bit of a tan. I think with something like this, if you wanted to, you could even dot some freckles on. I've got freckles. They're very pale, but I don't particularly care for them. It's not a look I go for. Although when I was in my 30s, early 30s, I would put little sparklies on my eyes just a little bit. My ex-husband was like, "What are you doing that for?" And I said, "Because I think it's cute." All right, now we can dig in. My gosh, I've talked and talked and talked. The names are on the back of this palette, but I'm using this one, and I can't even begin to tell you what the name of that thing is. I think Starlight. Oh, no. I've got it backwards. They're on the front. I'm using Friends Forever to start. And this is a shimmer. And I'm using a Real Techniques fat brush. And I'm just going to cover my eye with that. Anything newsworthy happening in your little piece of terra firma? We don't have something much around here. I'm waiting on my the loose pigments from ColorPop. I'm waiting on those. I think those are going to get here before the box and the bag. The box, let's see, the bag comes first usually, and the box is next usually, but these I guess come first. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, it'll brighten up, won't it? All right. And now let's see, we'll go in with a matte. And I think I'm going to go in. Which one do I like here? Schoolgirl. I think I'm going to go in with Schoolgirl. And that's this one right there. And here we go. What did you guys think of the Allure box? What was in the Allure box this go around? It was the August box. Did you see anything in there that caught your eye? I'm telling you, I did go ahead and look at the add-ons and all that, and they did have that box that I got for free for signing on. It's worth like it's over $200. When I priced this stuff, it was a little less than what they said, but not by much. And I went by Amazon pricing, so that could have been, it's kind of like Poshmark buying. You've got people that buy this stuff in bulk, and then they are able to give a little bit of a discount. And then when free shipping time comes around, or reduced rate shipping, you take advantage of that stuff every chance you get. That's real pretty. Very pretty. Let's bring that up the lid. I don't remember the price that they gave, but it wasn't just a whole lot. So, and that's the one that had the Huda. I did go on Huda's site. They're having, I think, a 30% off sale, and that was part of it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was $39 for the size I got. I'm like, I got to recheck what Sephora charges. That might just be the ticket, but oof, I am so tapped out on my budget, guys. It's not even funny. Whew. I got my mom's birthday, and then right afterwards is my grandson's first birthday. And I'm like, I'm excited for I'm taking my mom out to lunch, and I told her, I said, wherever you want to go. And she made suggestions of places that I usually like to go. And I was like, now, Mama, this is your day. Make it about you. Don't make it about me. I can find something I like anywhere. I mean, anywhere. If nothing else, I'm always happy with a good salad. Always. You won't go wrong feeding me vegetables. I love vegetables and salads and all of that kind of stuff. So I told her, I said, this is for you. Well, she decided she wanted to go to Captain D's. And I was like, well, all right, then that's where we're going. And so I've got a date with my mama on Thursday. And I'm looking so forward to that. And there's a bookstore, it's called Books A Million, right over close to there. It's in our mall over in that town. I just live one town over from where we're going. And she thought she might like to browse around in there if she has the energy for it. But I have a feeling after she eats lunch, she's going to be tired. She's turning 86 years old. Told her, I said, you're in better shape than me. She is. She won't let me put her on camera or anything, but I think I might do a get ready with me over there with her, or an unboxing. She dearly loves to watch me unbox stuff and ooh and ah, and she oohs and ahs over all the pretty colors. And so I might get on camera over there. The lighting won't be the same, but it's not like I'm in a big fancy studio or anything. It's just going to my mama's and visiting, and I'll take all the time I can get with her. She is my very best of friends, and I just absolutely adore her. In every single way, she's just wonderful. I didn't get to see my daughter today. I was hoping to, but she is, even on her days off, she's busy because she's doing all the things that she can't do when she's working because her schedule is so crazy. What do you think? Isn't this cute? I love it. Wow, I like that. All right, I think I'm going to go in a slightly different direction now and start playing with the blues. Yeah. And the purple. I'm trying to keep, there's a real pretty lavender here. I'm trying to keep this, I don't want to look, so, I don't want to look overly bright, because I have to get out of the house after I'm done here and then go do some running. And it's like, she's got makeup on. Do you hear it from over here? It's so loud. That Lost in Love palette. Wee. I'm going to play with these and probably this, and I'll definitely get into this one. If not, this one. So, but yeah, I had to stop. I stopped at a store that I I shop it regularly. I just had to pick up a couple things. And the lady at the checkout, and she was like, well, you sure do look bright today. And I was like, yeah, I know. I made a video, and it's called Lost in Love. And I was all glittered up and everything. And she's like, goodness, you look like a disco ball. I feel like one. Oh, okay. This lavender is a matte, so I'm going to go in with that one. Maybe not with that brush, though. I'll get this. Yeah. And we're going to go in with it right across here. I have blue underneath it. I wonder if you could consider that a periwinkle. Tap some of that off. And kind of windshield wiper across the lid. I want to deepen it in my outer corner, but just a little, because I'm going to put this on it, I think, for way over here. Pretty. These blend just like a dream. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I totally thought that I was filming, and this whole time I've been talking and everything, and yeah, I wasn't filming. I took that deeper purple and just put it around my eye. You know, it's these things are just blending up really nice for me. That was my honey, so I have to hurry now. He needs me to do something kind of important, and so I want to go ahead and get this finished up. So I'm gonna take this right here, and I'm going to mix it with this one, and that's what I'm going to use for my highlighter. I think that'll blend in real nice, or highlight on my eye, I should say. Yep, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. Kind of a purple gold happening here. Yeah, good enough. And now we will use a, I've got a ColorPop liner that I think is, it's like a, it's just, okay, it's a gel liner. It's not multicolored. And I'm gonna go with this line up here. That's a pretty color. I really like this color, guys. And then I'm going to run over it just a bit with a black, just to deepen that color out under here, because y'all know I'm all about that color. About the drama. Oops. Ah. All right. Now we'll do some mascara and my lips, and I will come right back. Okay, and we're done. I used my ever favorite Joyer lip liner, and then I popped on this ColorPop blotted lip. Let's see, what color is this? Uh-oh. I just spilled that little thing of cologne. Purr. I never can remember that. What I know is it smells like Play-Doh. It really does. So that's it, guys. I am so sorry I had to rush my ending, but I've got kind of an emergency. So we're just going to make this short and sweet. I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic, lovely, awesome, amazing, incredible day, evening, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. And I definitely will see you for some more ColorPop in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.